anxiety to know by what time this COVID-19 will end. Many people are looking after very anxiously towards a vaccine for COVID-19. They are thinking that once the vaccine is there, COVID-19 will be over. But let us see once vaccine comes, what happens. Right now, we cannot predict anything about it. What we have done, we have tried to analyze some data on the COVID-19, which was available from the our world in data, COVID data, and we have tried to model that data to some extent. And then we will have to decide, we will have to define how do we understand the end of COVID-19. So, if we see India on 20th May 2020, we can see most of the confirmed cases are coming from Maharashtra and adjoining Gujarat, and then Telangana and Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. And then you can see that our Chhattisgarh is, I am just putting my cursor on Chhattisgarh. This is Chhattisgarh. This Chhattisgarh, is pretty prevented from COVID, but now I am hearing that few of the cases they have also been detected at Raigad and Lailunga. So, भगवान इसको कुछ बदल जाए ऐसा ना हो, लेकिन right now I think we are pretty safe so far as the total cases are concerned. And you can see these are the number of deaths. Fortunately, Chhattisgarh doesn't have any deaths due to corona. And then other states, the condition of other states, you can see our adjoining Maharashtra, with whom we share our boundary, is really very worst affected by this corona. So naturally, whole nation is worried how to deal with this corona and at what point of time it will come to an end. But friends, let me share with you that whatever cases right now we are witnessing throughout the country, we can say no the total number of cases, because we know the infection status of those who have been tested. Rupees 4,000 per test. That's why there are limitations of tests. Then test kits are also limited, and that's why we know the status who have been tested. We do not know the actual number of cases, like India having a population of 135 crores. It is really very difficult to test each and every citizen. One novel approach to this one was suggested by Dr. Abhay Bang from Gadchiroli, Maharashtra, who runs a search organization for the Adivasis. He suggested that India can go in for the bulk sampling. Means, for example, he said that if we cannot test all 135 crore people, what we can do is to take a sample of 1,000 people, mix that sample, and then test that sample. And from any sample of 1,000 people, if any one sample is found to be infected, means, for example, we have taken sample from 1,000 people, mixed it and tested it. In any bunch of 1,000, even if 1,000 people sample is found to be infected, then whole of that 1,000 people then will be tested, individual will be tested. So this can become a very good approach for a country like India, what we call the loop sampling. So also this kind of approach to testing. But till then, we have to rely on the data of those who have been tested, and out of those tested, India is having one global scenario as on 13th of not much change so far as the share of India in global scenario is concerned. This is a global scenario, and in this global scenario, you can see that United States of India is contributing most and the China, which is the originator of this corona pandemic, is contributing just 1.9%, means 82,926 cases as on 13th of May. See the irony from this graphics. जिन्होंने इसको तैयार किया उनका इसमें कोई भी शेयर नहीं है, और जिन्होंने इसको तैयार नहीं किया, तैयार करने में जिनका कोई हाथ नहीं था, उस यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स के 14 लाख लोग अभी तक इससे बाधित हो चुके हैं. So this is the overall world picture. Many of the countries in Europe and then other continents have got infection of corona. Now, if we look at the status of corona infected people in India, this is the status of May 13 and May 14. You can see through the graphics the way corona is increasing. These graphics will be more clear. This is a state on May of 28th. Now, if we look at these graphics, I do not think anybody can predict the end of corona, because this is an exponential growth. This growth does not show any incidence of decline. This growth, you can just go through my cursor. Every day, there is a growth in the number of total patients, cases of corona. And one more thing you can see that from these graphics, initially there were no cases, and then when cases started increasing, every day the slope of this graph is increasing, means gradually this graph is becoming vertical. See, and that's why from this graph, or from this data of total cases of corona infected people, total cases of death, total cases of new cases, etc., there is a very less possibility we can have any kind of positive picture. So this is what we call the exponential growth of the exponential growth in the data, and that's why there is no point in modeling such kind of data, and that's why we were searching what kind of factor should be there, we should be modeled or we should be analyzed to find out even if a faint picture of positivity in the corona pandemic. So another graphics you can see over here, new cases of COVID-19 in India from 26 March approximately, you can say the new cases on 20th May were 5,611. You can just follow my cursor over here. You can see there are a lot of ups and downs over here, but still this picture does not give even the faintest idea of what time this corona will end. You can see temporarily there is some solace that the new cases of corona have reduced, but immediately next day the total number of cases go on increasing. This is more so because now we all know that many of the labor force has gone to their original villages. They were not tested to their origin. Now they have reached to their destination, and now they are getting tested. And the God only knows how many of them are infected by corona. And once the tests are complete, the real picture will come out. So coming 4 or 5 days may be really very crucial for the cases of corona, and probably after that we will start stabilizing on this. So the total new cases of corona does not give any positive picture. Total cases of corona, that does not give any positive picture. So we try to mine the data regarding the death cases of COVID-19 in India. So far as the death cases of COVID-19 in India are concerned, this one is graphics. You can see over here up to 26 March there were no deaths, and then after that the number of death cases also remain fluctuating over here. And on the 5th May, maximum number of death cases were reported in India, that is 194, and the next day it fall down to 134, and then a zigzag pattern appeared. On 18th May, you can see that there are 157 cases of death due to corona in India, and on 20th of May, the cases were 140. Now, in these, you can say 19th May there were 134 cases, and 20th May there were 140 cases. Yesterday there were 140 cases. Now, in these, you can see we can find some solace that gradually the death rate in India has started gradually decreasing, and probably within another week, this death rate may come down considerably, and that time we can find what can be the time frame when the death rate in India due to COVID will become zero. So this can be one prediction, but then for that to come, we will have to wait for another week or even couple of weeks. So much couldn't also be mined from this data, except one solace that the death rate has started decreasing.